kick ass for the Lord.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name's Gray. Welcome to Console. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I've been feeling a little under the weather recently. You know how it is when there's something going around. You're getting headaches, aching limbs, and quenching hunger for human flesh. It can only be zombie virus on PlayStation 2.
Now, if you were to think of Resident Evil and Silent Hill as big budget Hollywood blockbusters, then Zombie Virus is the straight to DVD equivalent. This game is B-movie and proud of it. Released in Japan as a budget title under the name Zombies vs Ambulance. Fairly apt name considering you spend most of your time driving around the city, mowing down zombies and rescuing survivors. But there's more to it than just mindless violence. For example, you see here, these are some of the people I've rescued. Mechanics, help design and build parts for your ambulance. Army personnel, help protect the hospital that you've gathered the survivors to. But what I like about this game is the fact that it knows its place in the video game chain. So while it does have depth, it's just a straight up fun game to play. So while I now search for survivors in the city, I should probably explain what's going on screen. The yellow building you see in the top left, that's the hospital where you have all the survivors gathered. While it's bright yellow like that, morale is high. There's one. Bit of crazy taxi going on. Get in then. There we go, another army personnel, that'll help out a bit. Now, like I say, once that building is all yellow, morale is high. But should it drop? Should your ambulance be attacked? Because these zombies can grab on and start clinging to the roof. Or if you're late, oh, copper. You're welcome, mate. Anyway, long story short, if morale drops, zombies get into the hospital and it's game over. On the right hand side you see the map, that's pretty self-explanatory. On the bottom left you can probably make out, you can see my speed, the ambulance's energy. But the three people I've picked up, you can probably see their figures just starting to fill. And what that means is, essentially they'll turn into zombies within the ambulance if you don't get them back to the hospital in time. Now you can pick up energy and you can pick up medicine, which will keep them going, but that's one of the things I like about this game. It never lets you rest for a moment. You're constantly on the move, you're constantly rushing about, trying to get the survivors, trying to get them back. So you don't have time for Grand Theft Auto or taking in the sights or just doing your own thing. It's rush, rush, rush. And speaking of rush, listen, can you hear the heartbeats in the background? Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. These survivors are like ticking time bombs in the back of this ambulance. Can I make it to the hospital in time? Will I save the day? Was there ever any doubt? Now this is a UK PAL copy of the game I'm playing. I completed the Japanese version years ago. And until very recently I didn't even know that this game was released outside of Japan. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking that this is a game that might interest you, you shouldn't have any great difficulties in tracking down a copy. These are some of the people I've rescued now. Some of the civilians gather here, some of them offer you a bit of advice, some hints and tips. Or sometimes not. As you can see, I've got a couple of ambulances all pimped out. Here are some of the soldiers I rescued. Like I say, everyone you rescue does have a role. These are some of the nurses. They're with you from the start of the game. This one just gives you a bit of information about playtime. And this one, yeah, check that out. You can even do combos in this game. That's just stringing how many zombies you can hit together. Now how this game works is, you start off in the central area of the city, and that's the only area open to you at the start of the game. Once you rescued a certain amount of civilians, mechanics, police officers and whatnot, politicians will start to appear, and then there's a set number of politicians you have to collect. Once you've got the required amount, they then will open up other areas of the city. So as you see now, we're starting off in central town where the hospital is located, and we're going to make another trip to the east side, pick up a few more survivors. It'll take a couple more runs before the first few politicians start to arrive, but once they do, you have to face a boss. Yeah, that's right, you heard me, you have to face a boss. And some of the boss battles in this game are pretty tough. There is one politician somewhere in the east side of the city waiting to be rescued, but all the survivors appear at random. So I've got to make sure I keep him peeled to see if I can spot him. One other thing I should mention is you can probably see underneath the hospital on the left hand side of the screen it says in development. And what that means is the currency of this game is zombies. So when you set some of the mechanics you've rescued to work on a new part, I got them hard at work right now working on a tank engine. I have to kill so many zombies in order for him to have it completed. So I think I left the hospital needing to kill something like 50 odd zombies, so I might just be able to equip that once I get back to the hospital. We'll see. Also, you can probably see at the bottom left there are 3 spaces. You can only carry 3 people. Now once I upgrade this from this ambulance up to the next one, I should be able to carry 4 or more. Actually, what I'll do as well is I'll show you what happens when you try and pick up a 4th survivor. No, sorry, I thought I just saw something on the left. There are secret areas you can go into where you can pick up energy and whatnot. It's not difficult to find survivors. You can see them, the white dots on the map. So I'll pick up these 3 now. These are just regular civilians, I think. Now all these guys you pick up, you've got enough time to get back to the hospital before they turn to zombies. But some of the women, and I'm not making this up, some of the women you pick them up. Actually, I'll show you what happens when you try and pick up a 4th person. There's a copper. See, he acts as if he just saw Raoul Moat driving. What was I saying before that? Oh yeah, if you pick up female survivors, you've almost got half the time to get back to the hospital because they'll turn to zombies a lot quicker than the guys will. I've got some time on my hands. I'm just going to go down some of these side streets, see if I can pick up a few items. Something there on my left, but I'll leave that. I really want that tank engine that I've got the mechanics working on. I don't know what it does, but it just sounds cool. So I'm going to be killing a few zombies on my way home. Now before I end this video, I would like to say that, you know, in the pantheon of great horror video games, and I'm talking about games like Clock Tower, Forbidden Siren, one of my personal favourites, the Project Zero series, also known as Fatal Frame, I think. Let me just back up here and go the right way. I mean, this game doesn't hold a candle to any of them, but it doesn't try to. It's its own game. It doesn't take itself seriously, and that's part of the charm of it. Does that make it a great game? No, of course it doesn't. But like I say, it's just a fun game to play. It's a game you can just throw on, just mess around with for 20 odd minutes. We'll arrive back now in Central Town. There are no survivors about anywhere around here, but there's plenty of zombies. So I'm just going to get back to the hospital, offload these 3. Hopefully I'll have my tank engine. As you can see, it's still in development. I want to give that a try out. Oh no, maybe simple things please simple minds, but oh, there we go, it's complete. Like I said, I don't know what the tank engine does. I'm hoping it gives me them big tracks or something where I can plough through buildings or something. Like I said, I played the Japanese version, but I didn't really mess about too much with the upgrades. So that's why I was kind of keen on getting the UK PAL version of this. Okay, I've got a mechanic and 2 male civilians. Let's go see what the mechanic's saying to me. 10 of them have completed tank engine. Grip tires. Good stuff. Bumpers. Like I said, the more mechanics you pick up, it does pay to actually go around and actually pick and choose the people you bring back. Don't know what any of these things do. Need 8 more zombies. Alright. And this chap here, yeah, this is the guy who'll upgrade the ambulances. As you can see, I've got 2 ambulances. Oh yeah, tank engine. It's gonna make me heavy, but Nothing will stand in my way with this thing, I guess. Christ, look at the size of it. How am I supposed to see out the window? Yeah, and away we go. Okay, let's give this a try. God, it's slow. Hey, I've lost my boosters on my side. Yeah, I'll tell you that. This is a bit of a letdown. Don't mind me, I'm just messing about. I think that's enough fun and games for one day. This has been Zombie Virus on PlayStation 2. An excellent game, fun game. Definitely try and get yourself a copy. Thanks for watching.